Being an archaeologist can be a freezing and gritty profession, but if you were to ask one, they would gladly tell you that all the harsh and exhausting days are worth it for the amazing things they sometimes find. There seems to be no limit to what our ancient ancestors left behind for us to discover, and we've gathered some of the incredible examples of them for you in this video. So, let's begin this list with number 15, Nazca Pukios and Ojos. The Nazca civilization is best known for its massive and mysterious desert lines, but one of its greatest achievements isn't on the ground, but lies beneath the surface. The Nazca Pukios are an ancient system of aqueducts designed to transport groundwater through one of the driest regions on this holy earth. It was built around 1,500 years ago, and this ancient system includes tunnels, canals, reservoirs, and spiral openings, and which are known as ojos. These spirals funneled wind into the underground channels, pushing water forward and keeping it flowing even during severe droughts. Some channels carried water for miles, supplying both farmland and drinking water. The engineering displays an advanced understanding of hydraulics long before such principles were formally defined. Despite extreme surface conditions, the Nazca maintained reliable access to fresh water year-round. Remarkably, parts of the Pukio system still function today. How the Nazca developed such sophisticated engineering without modern tools or tech remains one of the most impressive accomplishments of the ancient world. Number 14, Mustang Sky Caves. Well, Nepal is already known for sacred landscapes, but few places feel as otherworldly as the Mustang Sky Caves. Carved directly into sheer cliff faces more than 150 feet above the valley floor, this ancient network contains over 10,000 artificial caves. No one knows exactly when they were created or by whom. Some theories suggest they could be as old as 10,000 years, though most experts place their origin closer to 3,000 years ago. The earliest caves were used for burials, housing human remains that reveal genetic ties to the Tibetan plateau. Over time, their function evolved. By the 8th century, newer caves served as Buddhist meditation chambers and places of worship. Later still, the people appear to have lived inside them during periods of conflict, seeking safety high above the ground. How these caves were carved at such heights remains unclear. Why they were created in such vast numbers may never be fully understood. Number 13, Angels of Ek Balam. At Ek Balam, also known as Black Jaguar, there is a pair of strange winged figures that stare out from the stucco facade at the Acropolis entrance in Yucatan. Archaeologists know the city was Maya, thriving around the 8th century, and some estimates suggest as many as 18,000 people once lived within its reach. But what no one can prove is what these two angels were meant to be. They look like human men dressed for a ceremony, yet feathered wings rise from their backs, giving them an eerie familiarity to modern eyes. They aren't Christian angels. The carvings predate European arrival by centuries. Speculation ranges from wild claims of pre-Columbian contact with outsiders to more grounded ideas rooted in Maya belief. The simplest answer may be the truest. These figures represent mythic beings, rulers, or ritual performers from a tradition we only partly understand, and the angel resemblance is pure coincidence. Either way, they keep their secret, and that mystery is the thrill of standing there. Number 12, Bandelier National Monument. Well, living inside cliffs may sound extreme, but it wasn't unique or unusual to the Himalayas. In what is now Bandelier National Monument in New Mexico, the ancestral Pueblo people carved entire communities into soft volcanic rock. Occupied between roughly 1150 and 1550, the site covers more than 50 square miles. Some dwellings consist of single-room caves, while others are multi-story structures supported by wooden beams embedded into the rock face. Soot stains still mark the ceilings, an evidence of fires once used for warmth and cooking. Pictographs and carvings remain visible, offering glimpses into daily life and belief systems. At its height, the population grew significantly, suggesting the site offered long-term stability. What is unclear is why the Pueblo people first chose to carve homes from stone, or why they abandoned them. Like the Mustang caves, Bandelier preserves a way of life whose motivations were never written down. At number 11, Amazon Little Faces. You won't believe it, but strange ancient carvings estimated to be between 1,000 and 2,000 years old have resurfaced from a riverbed in the Amazon following severe drought conditions. Near the meeting point of the Rio Negro and the Amazon River, close to Manaus, these weird engravings, usually concealed beneath water, have become visible once again. The etchings portray human faces in varied expressions, offering a rare window into the region's distant past. So known as caras, or little faces, their reappearance marks only the second recorded time they have emerged for study before being submerged again. Created with simple tools, the faces display emotion and individuality, suggesting they may reflect the experiences or environmental anxieties of their makers. The discovery reinforces the deep relationship between ancient societies and their landscapes, while enriching knowledge of prehistoric South American artistry. But the motivation behind the carvings remains uncertain, leaving their deeper meaning open to interpretation. Number 10. Bornholm Sunstones. Back in 2017, an archaeological survey on the Danish island of Bornholm revealed hundreds of small but puzzling artifacts known as sunstones. Most are small enough to fit in a hand, yet they carry markings carved by people living over 5,000 years ago. The stones are typically round and etched with radiating lines surrounding a central circle, a pattern widely interpreted as solar symbols. While more than 300 were recovered, variations still exist. Some stones are square, and others display spiderweb-like designs, and one rare example features a ladder motif never before seen on Stone Age artifacts in Denmark. Many stones show signs of deliberate burning and breakage before burial, indicating ritual significance rather than casual disposal. That some researchers believe the stones were offerings connected to solar worship or seasonal cycles, though this remains speculation. With no written explanation left behind, the ancient sunstones remain symbolic objects whose meaning may never be fully recovered. Number 9. New chambers inside the Pyramid of Sahure. An Egyptian-German archaeological mission has uncovered previously undocumented storage chambers inside the Pyramid of Sahure at Abu Sir, a 5th dynasty monument built around 2400 BCE. Led by Dr. Mohammed Ismail Khaled, the team made the discovery during an extensive conservation initiative that began in 2019. These newly identified rooms confirm suspicions first noted by British Egyptologist John Shea Paring in 1836, who believed hidden spaces existed within the structure. Advanced technology, including 3D laser scanning with a Zeb Horizon LiDAR system, enabled precise mapping of the pyramid's internal design in real time. The findings reveal new architectural complexity and contribute fresh insight into the evolution of pyramid construction. By documenting previously inaccessible sections, experts are reshaping understanding of royal storage systems and structural planning during Egypt's Old Kingdom. The discovery holds substantial importance for Egyptology and deepens appreciation of Sahure's architectural legacy. At number 8. Lion Tombs of Dadan. The lion tombs of Dadan cling to the sandstone slopes of Jabal Dadan beside the buried city of Dadan, ancient Dadan, in Alula, Saudi Arabia. Their tombs, first and foremost, rectangular facades cut into rock, some crowned with fierce lion reliefs. For years, scholars in Saudi Arabia linked them to the Nabateans, but newer research points to an older local kingdom that flourished well before the 1st century. Dadan appears in the Hebrew Bible, which helps confirm the region's deep antiquity. Archaeologists uncovered the fortified settlement under drifting sands, yet the tombs remained visible on the mountainside. Mountain burials weren't just practical. The people believed height sped the soul's climb toward the heavens, a notion echoed in other ancient cultures. Most chambers show only names, but the lion-marked tombs likely belong to the wealthiest and most powerful families, status carved into stone for eternity. At sunset, and the lions glow, guarding the dead against wind, time, and forgetfulness for centuries. Number 7. The camel reliefs of the Nafud Desert. Life-size camel reliefs carved into sandstone cliffs in Saudi Arabia's Nafud Desert have captured widespread attention among archaeologists. Positioned near the southern margins of the desert, these monumental carvings portray nearly a dozen camels rendered in striking natural detail, from muscular frames to seasonal fur and distinctive male traits. Radiocarbon dating of nearby organic remains places activity in the region between the late Pleistocene and early Holocene, suggesting the carvings are thousands of years old. Despite their realism, the exact age and purpose of the reliefs remain debated, partly due to later engravings layered over the originals and the scarcity of nearby water sources. Their remote placement within rocky crevices has complicated documentation and conservation. Even so, and the discovery strengthens evidence that the Arabian Peninsula once supported vibrant cultural expression. Ongoing research aims to clarify who created these remarkable works and what role they played in ancient desert life. Number 6. The 476,000-year-old wooden structure. At Kalambo Falls in northeastern Zambia, researchers uncovered deliberately shaped wooden logs dated to approximately 476,000 years ago, now regarded as the oldest known timber structure. Preserved in waterlogged sediment near the Kalambo River, the logs were intentionally cut and fitted together, forming what appears to be part of a platform or dwelling. Luminescence dating confirmed their remarkable antiquity, dramatically extending evidence of early woodworking. This discovery challenges long-standing beliefs that early hominins were strictly nomadic and used wood only for simple tools like spears or fuel. Instead, it demonstrates planning, structural design, and technical understanding far earlier than previously assumed. The find broadens knowledge of early human adaptability and suggests trees played a more complex role in technological development. By revealing sophisticated carpentry nearly 500,000 years ago, the site reshapes perspectives on early human innovation and capability. And number 5, Lake Turkana, stone beads. A recent investigation along the shores of Lake Turkana in East Africa has examined the cultural meaning of stone beads recovered from burial grounds dating between 5,000 and 4,000 years ago. These cemeteries, defined by stone circles and towering pillars, reflect a time of environmental pressure and social transformation as communities gradually shifted toward pastoral life. Many of the individuals were laid to rest adorned with vivid stone beads, and emphasizing the bond between early herders, their surroundings, and their evolving social identities. Led by researcher Carla Claim, the study applied detailed mineralogical testing to identify materials such as amazonite, zeolite, chalcedony, and fluorite, tracing both their origins and symbolic importance. Variations in bead types across sites reveal cultural richness and deep landscape knowledge. Some materials were sourced locally, while others were transported across vast distances, pointing to deliberate selection, established exchange routes, and ornaments carrying economic, social, and possibly spiritual meaning. All right now, let's head over to number 4, Synagogue of Utrera. Back in February of 2023, archaeologists digging beneath a bar in Utrera near Seville found the long-buried Synagogue of Utrera, also known as the Synagoga Medieval de la Misericordia. The structure dates to the 14th century. A fragile survivor from a time before the expulsion of Spain's Jewish population in 1492, when most synagogues were destroyed or converted. Instead of being erased, this one was transformed into the Hospital de la Misericordia. Surprisingly, that conversion preserved much of its heart. The prayer hall still stands, along with the hechal and the stone perimeter bench. Because only a handful of medieval synagogues remain in Spain, this discovery carries enormous historical weight. The city council has taken control of the site and plans careful restoration without harming surviving features. Excavations continue in hopes of locating the women's gallery and perhaps even the mikveh. So, maybe we find it. Beneath modern flooring, a silenced chapter of Spanish history has re-emerged into light. Number 3. Queen Meret-Neith's wine jars. While examining the tomb of Queen Meret-Neith at Abydos, Egypt, archaeologists uncovered sealed wine jars dating back nearly 5,000 years, and among the oldest ever discovered. The burial complex, from around 3000 BCE, offers insight into elite funerary customs and the queen's extraordinary standing. Considered one of Egypt's earliest powerful female rulers, possibly even a pharaoh, Meret-Neith was interred within a monumental structure accompanied by the graves of 41 attendants and courtiers, underscoring her authority within the early dynastic state. The intact wine vessels formed part of a collection of grave goods intended to serve her in the afterlife, reflecting beliefs surrounding death and continuity. Researchers from the University of Vienna are analyzing residue and grape remains to better understand the wine's composition and the strange ritual purpose. The excavation, supported by international collaboration, challenges assumptions about early royal burials and offers deeper insight into First Dynasty society. On number 2, Priors Hall Park, Romano-Celtic temple site. Near Priors Hall Park in Corby, archaeologists uncovered a site that lived two very different lives. Around 1,900 years ago, it began as a Romano-Celtic temple complex, recognizable by its walled rectangular courtyard and the central sacred enclosure. The wider landscape already screams Rome, with dozens of villas identified in the area through recent excavations. Then, in the 3rd century, practicality won a brutal argument. Kilns were added, bricks and tiles were produced, and even the old temple walls were reused as a trackway, their stone turned into building material and kiln structure. The eastern wall was deliberately broken to create a factory entrance, a move that would normally count as sacrilege. No one knows how the villa owners justified it, or whether religious attitudes had shifted enough that the outrage simply never came. What remains is a rare snapshot of faith being swallowed by industry. Charcoal, a soot, and broken stone replaced incense, prayer, and silence here. So, what do you think about this? Number 1. Plum Bayou Mounds. Plum Bayou Mounds, also known as Toltec Mounds, is located in Arkansas. From the road, they pass as gentle natural hills, but every rise is packed earth, shaped by hand. The Plum Bayou people built this ceremonial landscape roughly 1,200 to 1,400 years ago, long before Arkansas had towns, highways, or fences. The tallest mound reaches about 50 feet today, and archaeologists suspect it stood a bit higher when its slopes were fresh and sharp. These mounds weren't made for one single job. They likely hosted rituals, political gatherings, and calendar-focused observances tied to the sky. One major mound contained dense layers of animal bone, hinting at communal feasts rather than burials. Only one mound has been confirmed as a burial place so far. Several mounds were positioned to match the sun's morning rise, The old Toltec label came from a mistaken early guess, and it never left. Even now, the place feels quiet, watchful, deliberate. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for hanging with us, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe for ancient content like this. Until then, take care and enjoy your day.